All right. Whew. We finally have a reprieve. Cloud cover. So it's been stretch in the 90s to low hundreds of, I believe, about 9 days. Now all of you know I moved northern because I like cold, not because I like hot. I would have moved southern if I wanted hot. But every season is a good season. As the Zen koan, as the Zen saying goes, that it's how good the season is really an aspect of your mind. So that, what was it? I remember, in the spring, refreshing rain. That was one of the lines. So every season is a good season. So, especially with Zen and the way it sees good and evil. And that they really, really heavily dig into this idea of, this is entirely subjective, right? It's all in your head, that kind of thing. So, in a time that things seem grim, I try to look for a little ray of sunshine. Now I wanted to kind of get into this idea of, for young people, that you got laid off. There's a lot of people that they're talking about. They've been in, they've been doing what they've been doing for long enough in the professional area that they've faced layoffs over and over again. They must be kind of, oh, how are you? Oh, you're injured. Oh, don't worry. You're okay with me. I won't do anything to you. You're okay. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Poor thing. Looks like you got winged by something, so to speak. People have gotten used to the layoffs. One of the things, there's probably a part of their mind that they're like, why is this? They knew that their parents, who are professionals, or their generation, would get laid off now and then, but not, like this kind of thing, like, damn, is it really going to be like this? We have no way of really getting across to people the demand collapse. This is something that there needs to be actually like a press conference, that Elon needs to rejoin the team and start and have a presentation, like have his words all set up for it, to discuss demand collapse and population, what's going on with the population throughout the Eurosphere. Because there is no pulling people in. We have to face what Japan faces. And you will have a drop in population. You will adapt. Every season is a good season. You just have to adapt. So it's one of these things that now America has to adapt. The Eurosphere has to adapt. We have to start thinking differently about what makes a good life, a luxurious life, a life that you feel like you're enjoying the benefits of your smaller and smaller society. Because it'll get bigger again. You can't kill all the rabbits. You're going to get kids again. They're going to come back. Don't worry. But right now is a period of time like what if Alt Hist has got into it. Remember, we never discussed the 30 Years' War. And men and women in Europe started marrying much, much later. This changed the entire demography. So inevitably, you ended up having a buildup between the Protestants and the Catholics, animosity that only had so many ways out, because an economy deals with male labor a certain way that's different than female labor, because of the two inherently different groups when it comes to labor and everything. But now a lot of people are kind of discussing almost like there's an inevitability to some kind of great conflict of the era or something like that. That's another idea. I don't trust it. Oh, there goes the nut job. All right, wild nut job. Luxonor, look, a wild retard. This guy, okay, let's see. Okay, he's going that direction. Let's see which way he's going. Where's he going to go? Because I want to go in another direction. Okay, he's going that way. Good. All right, we're free and clear. Because, see, every season's a good season. I have a guardian angel, and that guy apparently is going wherever he's going. All right. So, he was yelling hard on. Oh, yeah, Bonko. And I think he's wearing a dashiki. I think he's a white man at dashi. Uh-oh, he's at the church. Oh, I see. He's posting up. Possibly menacing the guy cutting the lawn at the church. Okay, so let's just keep going. Let's see where this is going to go. Because I don't want to slash this fucking guy. I'm going to just act like he's not there. Oh yeah, like an old man in the Pacific Northwest, gonna marmot away. Shuffle. Oh yeah, he's one of the homeless, homeless vagabond. Yeah, he's trying to do something. He's pulling on something. Yeah, we're going this way. Yeah, he's nice and young. He's full of anger. Don't want that. Don't want to have to talk to the police about that. All right. Because you see, that's life in the Northwest when you're just walking around town. You got to watch out for the white dude in an outfit like Nas yelling something about niggers. That's Eugene, Oregon. White guys yelling about niggers, trying to break into the church because they need food or something. They need something. It's starting to rain. It's going to start raining, so they're gonna be all activated on the cray. I really hope I hope sometimes this is entertaining, that your guys are like, what the fuck is happening there? It's like, not going to show you who this guy is. No, just trust me. He's there. Ooh, well that's nice. See, every season is a good season. Look at that. See, this is why artists, that's what I like. That's what I like. A nice mural. See, it rained, so you got to have everybody with a leaf blower must hit the streets because there was some waterfall. Okay, I'm timing this all wrong. I'm trying to dodge traffic. I'm trying to just have a nice relaxing walk, and it's not going to happen. No. Can't have that. Can't have a relaxing walk. That's asking too much nowadays. Nope. It's got to be like the Paperboy video game. But anyway, I'm not buying that there's going to be the great conflict, the civil warfare. I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I like actually that there was this one guy who got into that. He was like, no, there will never be some civil war Rahowa thing in America. It's not going to happen. And he's like, you guys just don't have the chemistry for it. You just don't have the components that make something like that happen. And he's right. The left are not that bold. The left don't got it in them. And it was a fundamental discipline thing that I detected a long time ago. One, it was me. It was myself able to say, I don't have that kind of discipline. But two, the collapse of the left, a big part of it is that Americans like having a good time. This is one of the oldest traditions of all traditions in the United States. We like a good time. Well, that requires you being a good time person, having a sunny attitude, like talking to other people, dancing, generosity, lots of charity toward others, and so the old left embraced a lot of that. They were nice people who were really charitable with other people. You'd walk into a party, they would hand you a beer. And if you were from some place that wasn't normal, low trust societies like San Francisco, California, it was surprising. You just were simply like kind of a little shocked, like, that's so generous of you. I don't even know you. That's very nice. So a part of the culture of an older left is actually being fun, nice people of a sunny demeanor. Well, I knew when San Francisco came north that would vanish, because, well, I mean, everybody I knew was kind of like that sunny person at one time, and San Francisco in our youth made us jaded, mean, snide, cynical. And it took me a long time to fight that. Coming up north, I met all these salt-of-the-earth good people. And then what happened was, here and there, I would encounter these people on the left, especially people who were vegans, who they were just dislikable people. They were just really, really hard to fucking like. And yeah, they didn't take it as like they had a kind of moral standpoint, like how Stefan Molyneux had a moral standpoint and that's why he was a vegetarian. That he walked through the morality of it, and he's like, I actually, can't really, come up with the moral argument. Well, so, okay, I came from, Whole Foods America, and to meet vegans for the first time, I was like, what the fuck? and now it's decades later, and it's starting to show through, and that's the best example I have. Okay, well, and then the example I was making earlier, the traveling Clat and his what he was talking about with the Arab, talking about Palestinians never existed, and that he's insulted by the idea that they claim they are people. He's like, this is a contrivance of Rome, the Philistines, and it was just because they wanted to punish the Jews. And so let me actually extend what that man said. This Arabian, with the full, linen pajamas and the whole thing, he basically said, I would rather have Jews stay the night at my house than Palestinians. He goes, I would open my doors to Jews before I'd open my doors to Palestinians. Now everybody will get why the Palestinians are getting it as bad as they are. And that you just kind of have like a really half-hearted sort of thing from the Muslim world saying, oh, you shouldn't do that. That's, Israel, stop, Then now people are starting to be like, okay, this is, and like the thing, you gotta figure out how to get rid of Hamas, like now. Like, this isn't getting better, and it's not getting better because now you're seeing, there's gonna be a war against the Jews by the whites. No, they'll just stop paying. And with the population shrinking, this will be an easy choice to make. Why? Because you still have the vegan left, and the vegan left believe in feeding their cats and dogs. And at some point, they will forget their latest stray, the Palestinians, because that is what this is. It's they only took this on within the last decade or so. They didn't really They didn't really care. You know, and then, you know, they forgot they don't care who the Tibetans are anymore. Tibetans live here. People displaced by China's influence in their countries and the troubles that they cause with propping up communists and stuff, communist type of separatists and stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of those kinds of people here. But you have to know about their countries. You have to know what happened. And so there's the change to a hard-heartedness of sorts. There's no way out of that. It's going to be hard-hearted, and people are going to start cheering when they see the federal government just openly crack down. Everyone knows what we're all waiting for. We're all waiting for the clampdown, as the Clash, to paraphrase the Clash. You know, city streets full of men in blue and brown working for the clampdown on Portland. And why? Because, well, okay, this is the thing. At some point, you're going to find out, just like how Arabia doesn't give a damn what happens to the Palestinians because they don't believe they exist. The city fathers don't believe that the vegan left are a thing. So Portland will get the clampdown. And when the clampdown comes, all of America will cheer. Everybody will cheer, especially when it hits Portland. They're going to just be dancing in the streets. It's going to be insane. It's going to, and a lot of people, vegan left, are going to be very upset. They're going to be crying, and then that'll be it. There'll be nothing more for them to do. All they'll be able to do is just kind of wail and say, how can you do this? And everyone everywhere will be like, maybe you shouldn't have fucked around. It's going to be, you see, a lot of these mobster shows that have been getting popular and stuff, and crime shows, and, well, you could manipulate the situation by setting all the different interests, you know, in alignment, getting all the interests in alignment. Like when Tommy Shelby beat, what's-his-face, by contacting Alphonse Capone in Chicago and making a liquor deal. And so he saved his own life at the very last moment. Well, this, now people are getting, you know, actually, the left aligned against all of us. The least we could do is simply coerce them. And I don't like it. I don't like it. But the thing is, I'm a nationalist, not a Libertarian Party member. If I had stuck by a Libertarian Party member way of thinking about it, couldn't agree with this. But now, because I knew it wasn't going to work, because Stefan Molyneux kept showing that, you know, there's only going to be so long that something like this can work, because you can't get dogs. Dogs have teeth, so they'll bite. The vegans are hungry, so they'll eat you alive, and so that's it. You know, the vegan left is going to be coerced into doing the right thing, or stopping doing the wrong thing, and everyone's going to love it. I mean, just yeah, the sheer popularity of people buying firearms in California shows everyone wants the clampdown, because that's the only thing that'll work. And it's just sad that it's gotten that part, and that there isn't a way around it. It's starting in the Capitol, and it will continue from there. I'm actually really glad that he kind of decided to deal with the pain of it, because it can't feel good. You know, people might think it feels good to kind of wield coercive power, But at a certain point, it's a tough row to hoe, because it's like, yeah, then you can very quickly become the villain. So he's got to manage this extremely carefully. The thing is, though, as you're seeing, and what I told Hoodservative a long time ago, or what Hoodservative picked up from me, and that he's gone with it and has become a god. He has put on wings and he flies. He flies over black internet, tossing mayonnaise. Ice cold. Drinkable yogurt, mayonnaise, and now and then wasabi mayonnaise when he's feeling like really making it burn. Like, look at this hot Asian woman. How could you? How would you do this to us? Hoodservative? And, see, there we go. Dance for immigrants and asylum seekers. I know this guy. No one is an alien on a stolen. I know, I understand. And I actually do literally mean this. He's literally a blue. He's a Jewish guy who only wears blue. Swear to God, it has something to do actually with some color. I think color blindness possibly. Thing is, amazing saxophone player, amazing music head. Like, really one of those people who he so is on the side of people who are the downtrodden. He's really the real deal, always looking for the underdog. And he would spin the night for a great electronica for all the weirdest people in town. It was one of the first places I walked into. And if I remember correctly, he thanked me for keeping the dance floor going. God damn it. And he still is rolling on ultra-liberal stuff. Poor fella. Because it can't be fun. He's literally seeing the club scene die. He's seeing romance he's seen so many people get together and get married. So many. People who remember the electronica scene of the early 2000s, that was a place that that was a hot scene. That was a hot scene. He's also seen plenty of people get all gouged out on the nasty and out on the street. Gouged out. But yeah, the generational change has occurred totally and completely, and it's really one of these things of like the left that people wanted to be associated with at one time now freaks people out, and in a way that's not that is really going to you can't get that back. Because it's not self-effacing, it's not self-deprecating anymore. There's an aspect of just raw, uncut talent that's not there anymore. And I really mean that in the sense of the musicians from another time, that we don't put the money in the same way into the musicians, and we just don't have a way. It's just a generational change. It's just an entire generational change. This idea of there being all these great singers this has been going on 10, 15 years. These singer songwriters, just the worst of the worst in so many cases, to the point where you eventually have these people who it's just kind of embarrassing, this idea that this is like a singer. It's like Billie Eilish is scarcely a singer. It's scarcely. It's just, I remember at one point where it's supposedly it's just these people who are these supposedly singers, and they're like wailing like idiots on something that YouTube was doing, and it was because that had become normal, mostly from Mary J. Blige, Destiny's Child, and a few other groups that, and I saw it at Showtime at the Apollo. You saw this all the time. Somebody would come out, wasn't a note. It was not a scale. It was about 5 to 10 notes, and everybody would cheer. And then this person would sing a song that was just not that good. You know, if you knew your music, if you knew Wendy Renee, if you knew all these old songs, if you knew the OG, Easy put it, all the old gangbangers hits. Turn the shit up, got the shit called romping, cruising through the east side, south of Compton. All those old songs that people would sample. You know, the Groove Merchant, they had them. You know, you could go and get them. You could get these old songs. You know, and you would hear. You know, you'd hope that it would come back. You know, but nope. Let me hit 10 notes in one bar. Because why sing a note? Why sing a note like a singer? And so I'm just, so you're going to find fewer and fewer people are going to be interested in entertainment and music because they're being laid off. And there's now people saying, like, this music is a music without any identity. There's nothing to it. It's like music by people who aren't people. Yet, it's not AI generated. It's just generated by really stupid singers and their producers. And so, yeah. All right. But still a good season. It's a beautiful season. Talk to you guys soon.